Firewall, what? It was the cardboard. Welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Today, we're looking at a brand new Firewall Dragon retrain. It's a LINK-5. It looks crazy. I think the artwork looks dope, but let's get into this bad mamma jamma. This is also from the HCO one, which I believe for the OCG is their hidden collection one, where they give anime characters like new cards or cards they used in the anime but never got in the TCG or ported over to the physical card game. So yeah, today we're looking at Firewall Dragon Dark Fluid Neo Tempest, or Firewall Dragon Dark Fluid Neo Tempest Terahertz. What a name. All right. He's a Link-5 Dark Cybers Link effect monster, obviously. His attack is 3,000 and his arrows point top, left, right? Top, yeah, top, left, bottom left, bottom right, and right. So, sure. Its materials are 3 or more Cybers monsters, so not the hardest thing to do, but I do kind of wish it was 2 or more, because that means like a transcode line could go directly up into it, but now it means it can't, which is kind of annoying. But okay, sure. And the second effect is the only hard once per turn here. The first effect reads: negate any opponent's monster effect activated during the battle phase. Okay, it's just the battle phase. Most stuff's coming down in the main phase anyway. But sure. Second effect, quick effect. You can send a Cybers monster from your deck or extra deck to the graveyard, and if you do, this card is also treated as the sent monster's attribute. Also, it gains 2,500 attack. Also, those are permanent, just so you know. So it permanently picks up a new attribute and 2,500 more attacks. You can just do that every turn. I think more importantly, this is just like a foolish burial. Not a ton of the extra stuff is going to matter, but as far as the main deck goes, there's stuff like Dotscaper, right? Doesn't Dotscaper trigger when he's just generically sent to grave? Which is pretty good. As well as potentially getting stuff in grave set up for like following turns. It can be pretty nice as well. I don't hate it. Like, it's pretty good. I'm sure there's some other decent cards that like can be foolish burialed for cyber stuff, but we'll take it. And the third effect, this card can make a number of attacks on monsters each battle phase up to the number of its attributes. So ideally it'll be at least 2 out the gate, and he'll be 5,500. So assuming your opponent has 2 smaller monsters on the field, this card is going to put in a lot of work in that battle phase. It's pretty good overall. And if he's attacking over stuff, he's negating effects in the battle phase. So even if your opponent has stuff that floats, like there is nothing they can do about floating when this guy is walking over them and then being just like a huge body for them to have to deal with. Pretty legit. I don't think this is a card you can completely ignore. It is still not generically amazing. It's definitely situational. I think one of the biggest things for me is that it requires 3+ Cybers materials. I think if that just said 2+ Cybers materials, I would be all over it, because that means the simple lines that you're going up always anyway with Transcode Talker, you would be able to like also do the same thing, which means you would have a lot of like 1 card Dark Fluid Tempest Terahertz, whatever his name is, plays, and that would be really scary. I mean, we already have access code, so like, is this guy better than access code? Probably not. There's probably not a lot of situations where you're like, wow, this is access code, but without the removal. Big body. If you're making access code with update jam, he's attacking twice anyway. Opponent can't respond to it. I don't know. This kind of just like, well, I don't think this is good enough. I don't think it does something good / different enough to replace access code in cyber stacks. But it's still cool nonetheless. Very anime-y. A lot of anime boss monsters tend to be built around the battle phase. This guy is no exception there. Pretty cool overall. Like, it's just cool. It's nifty. If you're a collector or you want to be like the anime and play this card in your deck, then that's cool. Go for it when it comes out. But I don't think competitively this is really like replacing anything that's already existing in cyber stacks. But that's just me. So let me know your thoughts down below. Is there anything else worth mentioning? Are there any other really good foolish burial targets off of this card for Cybers attributes? Definitely let me know that down below. I'd be curious. If there's anything other, Dotscaper is just the only thing that really comes to mind right now, but feel free to fill me in there. I'll catch you in the next one though. Thank you so much for watching. As always, subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date on all Yu-Gi-Oh card reveals going forward. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.